So you want to make money on the stock exchange? In this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. Hi, my name is Yolanda and welcome to Financially Fabulous Females. I'm a wealth advisor and it is my goal on this platform to give you easy, actionable tips, content and strategies that you can use to manage your money well, live abundantly, and build generational wealth. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button so you will always be notified whenever I put out a video. And also hit the like button if I'm adding value. It will just help me reach more people on YouTube that need to see this kind of content. So if you missed part 1 of our stock exchange series, click the link over here and watch part 1 before you watch this video. The key to building wealth on the stock exchange is long-term vision and long-term implementation of your investment strategy. The key to building wealth is being in the market for the longest of time. The longer time period you spend in the market, the greater your return. Let me explain why. So let's say you invest when you're 25, okay? You invest 3,000 Rand per month for a period of 14 years, because in South Africa, you can invest a maximum of 3,000 Rand a month in a tax-free investment. Tax-free investments are capped at 36,000 Rand per year, 500,000 Rand per lifetime, and it would take you just over 14 years to get there. So if you do that, if you max everything out from age 35, and we're assuming 11% return, we just minus 4% from here for inflation, giving us a real return of 7% a year. Okay, it's a very modest 7% a year. With the right kind of portfolio and the right kind of risk, you can get a bigger return. And we leave that funds, that 500,000 Rand that you've invested over 14 years, we leave it in the investment for a period of 30 years. So see it as your retirement savings. Okay, the final return that you would get is 2,472,569 rands. Okay, and because it's in a tax-free platform, zero taxes upon withdrawal. Okay, so you can see by just investing 3,000 Rand a month only for 14 years, you can get this kind of return. So compared to investing at 35, all right, to get the similar sort of return, you would have to invest 6,000 Rand a month, and according to the tax-free rules, only half of this will go into a tax-free investment. So you have to invest 6,000 Rand a month for a period of 17 and a half years. Assuming a return rate of 7%, and we leave this investment in there for 28 years, that would give you a result of 2,525,508 rands. Okay, but the big difference here is at 35, you would have to make a total investment of 1,552 rand some change in order to get an on-par investment. So you can see now the value of investing early and the value of time in the market. At 25, you only have to invest 500,000 Rand to get that almost 2.5 million. Whereas at 35, you'd have to invest almost 1.8 million Rand to get a similar 2.5 million. So if you choose to wait even longer, let's say age 45 to start investing, this is what it could look like. You would have to invest 15,000 Rand a month for 9.7 years. Okay, not all of that will be in a tax-free platform. 3,000 will go into a tax-free platform, the balance into, let's say, a unit trust, for example. Okay, you'd have to make this investment for almost 7.9 years. Assuming a 7% return, you'd have to keep this investment in here for almost 30 years to get the same almost 2.5 million rands. Key thing to note here is that you would have to invest almost 1,750,000 Rand to get that same 2.5 million. So it's your choice, really. Invest early at around 25. You'll only have to invest 3,000 Rand a month for a period of 14 years. Your total contribution being 500,000 rands. Invest 6,000 rands per month at age 35 for a period of 17 and a half years, and the total contribution there would be almost 1.3 million. Or invest at 45, 15,000 Rand a month for 9.7 years, and the total contribution there would be 1,750,000 or so, and all of which is giving you a rough return of around 2.5 million over a period of 28 to 30 years. Okay, so now you can see the value of time on the market. You got to start early. If you don't have these kind of figures to start investing, start with something. So what somebody like me does when we're putting this kind of investment for you is that we look at your risk appetite. Can you handle the ups and downs of the equity market and the investments that are traded on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange? We'll also look at your life stage, where you are in your life stage, how many dependents you have, what kind of other wealth resources you have in terms of property, retirement savings. That will help us identify which is the best kind of investment wrapper for you. And we want to try and understand the exemptions that you've used in the financial year in order to guide you towards the right sort of investment. A unit trust, ETF, endowment, retirement solutions, that It could be any one of that, but we just have to know a lot of information before we give you some guidance. The key thing to remember here is that time in the market is of far greater importance than how much you have invested. I've shown you that smaller amounts of money over a greater period of time gives you a similar sort of return. So obviously, if you're making those smaller contributions over a longer period of time, you're going to make more money. You got to invest early. Now think about it. If you're somebody older that's watching this, think about your kids, think about your grandkids. A 10,000 Rand investment for them today can make a difference in their financial life in the future. Think about it. We're buying these things for our kids. iPhones, iPads, these gaming consoles, 6,000, 7,000 Rand. Imagine if we just make that one investment. Imagine if somebody did it for you 30, 40 years ago. How appreciative would you be? So my encouragement to you is do it for people in your family. Understand taxes, okay? Use tax-efficient solutions in order to structure your investments. Also look at inflation. Inflation is a silent tax, and we often don't plan for that, and we look at this outcome in the end, and we're not factoring inflation. We got to start looking at inflation more seriously. But if you are somebody older, all is not lost. Okay, you can invest more, you can invest more aggressively, you can take on more risk to reach the goals that you're looking to reach. And you got to be consistent and intentional with your investing. I think that's the foundation of your investment. Before you decide what you're going to invest in, what share you're going to buy, what portfolio, and what fund you're going to go for, understand that you got to be consistent and you got to be intentional with your money. So reach out to your financial advisor. If you're looking for investments, if you don't have a financial advisor, reach out. I can assist. My contact details are in the link in the description.